properly. Yes, we need to keep around. So let's stand up for a word of prayer. Bishop Tonga. Karibu sana, tuombe.
Let's pray. Everlasting Father, we thank you this wonderful time. We thank you for bringing us over here to come together, and discuss together, learn together, even Lord Almighty, expand our understanding in the world of business. We ask you that you may be with us as we start the program today. We are praying even for the presenter today, praying for the MC. We are praying for everybody who is going to participate today, that Lord, your grace be upon their life. And even we are praying for our MD, wherever he is, your grace will be upon his life. You are going to bless us, you are going to bless this country, you are going to bless every home presented here. Because we love you, Lord. Help us to know your ways. This we ask. As we finish, we shall glorify your name. In Jesus' name we pray.
Let's still standing. Let us honor our nation as we sing our national anthem. Oh God of all creation, bless this our nation. Bless this our children defender. May we dwell in unity, peace and liberty. Let it be found within our borders. Thank you. Give your neighbor a high five as you sit down. A high five. And then with a smile. Don't just give a high five with a dull face. Isn't it? You don't want to sit next to a person who is gloomy. In this room, we are talking to millionaires. Are we there? We are talking to millionaires because we are millionaires. And if you believe that, can you say DIPEK? Yeah, na tumevuka borders, tunaitwa space. Yeah, ukiwa upande hii ingine unaweza sema space, ama useme space, ama useme vile unaweza tu sema. Bora ikuwe ni space global. Sawa sawa? Na mtaeleza ni kwa nini space global. My name is Jane Happy, your MC for the day. And as you sit here, you're here courtesy of Space Global. And we are presenting to you a program of empowerment. We encourage every Kenyan to become financially free. We do not want to live in debt. We do not want to live down there. We want all to rise, and we rise at the same pace. Wote tupande juu, usiwe na yule anahangaika kule chini. So that's our mission, and we are sure we are going to accomplish it with you, our guests who are in here today. Let's appreciate our guests as they raise up their hands. Wageni wale wamefika hapa kwa siku ya leo for the first time. Wow, can we clap for them? Thank you for coming. We appreciate you. And on my yeah, on those two walls there, as you walk there, utaangalia ile wall ina ile nguo inakufaa. Ikiwa ni skirt utaingia hapo, usikia una haja. Na ikiwa ni longi utaingia pande hiyo nyingine. But kuna ladies wenye wako na longi, isn't it? Sasa utatumia hii area nyingine kujua ni wapi utaingia. Sawa sawa? Thank you. And then we are here just to tell you one thing. First, we love you all and we welcome you to Space Global. Mjipigie makofi kwa sababu you made that effort ya kuwa hapa. That's one step which you'll never regret having made today. Just to be here and listen to our presentation and know what our business is all about. Then secondly, you are a lucky people. As for me, I listened to this program through a radio program. No, sasa kujua ilikuwa channel gani. Because it was on KBC. And I was watching Good Morning Kenya. Kuna wale wamefika hapo bwana no. Good Morning Kenya kuna mtu ambaye yana. Ninyi wote ni digital. Wow. Good Morning Kenya ilikuwa inakuja saa 2 asubuhi. Na ni majadiliano. So you can imagine how boring it will be. But as I was watching that program, our MD came on the screen. He was not my MD by then, but whatever he was presenting is what caught my ear. And I created an interest. I got out of the house, came because it was on a Tuesday morning, and he had indicated that they'll be having a meeting at 6:80 at 1 p.m. So come 1 p.m. I was here. We were in a smaller hall on the other side. And as the presentation was going on, I realized this is the business I must get in. So I left the hall, went downstairs, got the registration fee and came back. And guess what? I had not been invited by anybody. So when I was asked who invited you, I said I don't know, because I could not even get the name from the TV. So whoever was on that desk was a lucky guy on that day. He told me my prayer has been answered. Kwa sababu nilikuwa naomba nipate mteja na sikuwa nimepata, but here you are, Mungu amekuleta na kanirejeza chini yake, and we are doing this business full time and loving it every day. So you are in the right place, feel very much at home, and as I introduce one of us to come and tell us what the business is doing for her, you realize we are not only in Kenya, tumeshavuka boda hata kabla tuingie kwa space. And I'll invite one of us, ni mweusi kushinda mimi, unajua nimesema hivyo ndio asisikie. Let's put our hands together for one Mrs. Mochache. Karibu Mrs. Mochache. Karibu sana. Na kama hujui Kiswahili utajipanga. Welcome kabisa.
Tushangilia millionaires. I am very happy. I am very grateful for Space Global. I am very grateful to Mr. Masawa for his love towards us, for his dedication to the people of Kenya. And I'm just going to share less than 5 minutes the vision that I see in Space Global. Space Global will no longer belong to Kenya. It will belong to the world. Yes? I am on Facebook every day because social media is a cheap way of sharing information, and people from Ghana, people from Nigeria, people from Turkey, from the Caribbean, from the UK, from America, they are excited about this program and they want it in their country. Yes? So let us grow Space Global as we grow, and let us be the change that we want in the world. Yes? Thank you very much.
Thank you, let's appreciate Mrs. Mochache. Sio kizungu inaweza ambia kwenye ametoka. Sio kama ile yangu nimewambia, si ndio? Lakini hata mimi nitafika huko. Thank you so much. And on that note, I would like to welcome one of us. I'm not the only MC today, so let me welcome one other MC who is doing this business again full time. You know him, and he's a very vibrant member of this business, and he does it full time with a lot of passion. So we are in this business, both young and old, and we are loving it every day. So help me welcome MC Jeremy Nyaundi. Karibu sana Jeremy. You're welcome.
Tumesahau kusema big things aguana. Big things aguana.
Big things are
aguana.
Aguana. Po. Hiyo ni kikisia ama?
Hujasema pale anatoka.
By the way. Trinidad
and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago.
Wacha tuachie hapo.
Okay,
sawa. Hivyo vile mmesikia anatoka huko. Lakini anaelewa Kisii. Kwa hivyo si wetu. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. My name is Jeremy Nyaundi. I'm so grateful standing before you. I do this business full time. Karibuni wageni. Nataka kuambia kitu moja. Kuna kitu Mandela alisema before atoke kwa jela. February 1994. Si ndio siku alitoka kwa jela? Kuna kitu alisema. Before I walk out to that gate of freedom, I want to leave my bitterness and hunger behind. Kwa sababu akienda na hunger na bitterness, ni rather arudi kwa jela. Hebu imagine mtu amekufunga for 27 years na bado unatoka ukisema ati hauna machungu na huyo mtu. 27 years kwa jela ni zile miaka nimeenda zimepita kidogo tu. Since I was born, a man has been in the prison for 27 years. Hapa anatoka ni wangapi wanaweza fanya hivyo? Mtu afanyie madharau kama hiyo for 27 years ndio upoke useme umemsamea na una machungu. Sio? So what I'm trying to say, I've tried to understand this man, where he's coming from. There's a time I was reading his script on the National Geographic. I understand reading a lot means a lot. Because when we are here, I was not this way. Sikuwa nasimama kwa watu. But now I'm trained to be the best MC. Ama mnaonaje? Nafanya vizuri. Hebu shika neighbor wako mkono, mshike neighbor, vile mmekaa tu hapo. Mshike tu mkono. Shikaneni bana. Hamjashikana. Shika mikono hivi. Haya, inua mikono juu, inua mikono juu. Mwambie I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Where I'm coming from.
Where you're coming from.
As long as you want to make money.
As you want to make money.
This is the right place.
This is the right place.
I don't care the tribe.
I don't care the tribe.
As long as you have the right attitude.
You have the right attitude.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Saidia mimi.
Saidia mimi.
Sasa eka chini. Thank you very much. Yeah, I want to introduce another young gentleman who is doing this business full time. He's from university, but he decided atatafuta kazi. He's doing it full time. He's so passionate. We are looking up to him, and the way he's doing this business, by the age of 30, he told us by the age of 30, we'll be retiring. So please help me welcome Bwana Kevin Charles. Ako wapi? Ako wapi? Mpigeni makofi tafadhali. Kesho kutwa ni wewe hapa. Thank you very much.
Just to correct you, Victor Charles. Yeah. Victor Charles original.
Mnakaa na yeye sana, anaitwa
Kevin Developer. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Yes, as you heard, my name is Victor Charles. I do this business full time. Prior to joining DIPEK, I was a university student at the KU. I did economics and finance. And when I reached third year, I started questioning. Some questions started to juggle my mind. What type of life should I lead? And as I was doing that, I started researching. And as I was researching, I stumbled upon network marketing. And network marketing was very simple. Creating multiple sources of income. And that was my interest, because I learned that the rich people in this world, they create multiple sources of income where they earn and they are not involved. And network marketing provides that opportunity. So when I got that information, luckily DIPEK came into my way. I listened to the idea like you are about to listen. I understood it, I soaked it in, and I joined the business. Now I'm doing it full time, and part of DIPEK, what DIPEK does to you, apart from the financial gain, it also grows you as a person. There's self-development, there's how to communicate, there's how to sell the business, and much more. So I would encourage each and every one of us, especially the guests, to have an open mind and listen to the business and join us to this great journey, because this adventure is huge, beyond our imagination, and it's just a matter of time. Thank you very much.
Let's appreciate Victor. My age mates don't be discouraged. You can see I'm here. So if you see the young ones from the university, even if you did not get to that level in this business, you are still good to go. So siseme hawa degree peke yao, no. Hata kama masomo ilete shida kwa class 3, you can still do this business so long as you can talk. Sawa sawa? Kwa hivyo tusione kama kuna tashwishi. So as we wait for our presenter, who is already in the room, there is a lot coming. DIPEK tuliwaambia is just the starting point. Tunaenda mbali sana. Ama tumefika?
Bado sasa ndio tumeanza.
Okay, ikiwa tumeanza, kindly introduce the presenter so that we get the business presentation.
Yes. Hataki watu kumaliza muda mwingi. Just want to invite one of our own. Sema kijana wa nyumbani. Seven kijana wa nyumbani. Self-made millionaire. Self-made millionaire. Yeah, I just want to invite greatest person who has done this business in a big way. He's a director in another company. I don't know whether he's in a position to tell us. He has made this business possible because we are looking up to him. Because he has made in this business. Please help me, left, right, and center, to welcome Engineer Gideon Wanyeweke. Tafadhali pigeni makofi mpaka apige. Sikia amejificha wapi? Tafadhali kesho mtu ni bora tu hapa. Thank you. Karibu sana mzito.
Yes, habari
Vizuri.
Okay, please salimia mwenzako, mwambie asante kwa kufika hapa.
Asante kwa kufika hapa. Asante kwa kufika.
Alafu angalia meza yako vizuri sana. Angalia vizuri, eh? Mwambie you are special.
Yes, special.
Good. Alafu sikia mtu hapa na simu. Please, shikilia simu yako vizuri sana. Shikilia simu yako. I want to show you something. Shikilia simu yako. Ukiwa umeshikilia simu yako, ambia namba yako. Hii simu nikipokea ni wewe. Now this is what I wanted you to know your name, right? So some of these things you don't chance, eh? Okay, very good. My name is Gideon. I take care professional engineer. But whatever I'm going to share with you here has nothing to do really with engineering, eh? It's a very simple concept. Remember, they normally say that success lies in simplicity. Let's look at something here. Success lies in simplicity. Now remember, a space global, as it were, is a distribution system. And I want you to understand it is a distribution system. And what I need you to understand is that distribution has a lot of money. Distribution has a lot of, and distribution can be as simple as what some people call brokers. It can be as complex as what some people call Alibaba.com. Website Alibaba.com. Now, do you know that is one of the richest companies in the world? What do they manufacture? Nothing. What do they sell? Everything. Produced by who? Other people. So those guys make money because they want distribution. Look at what happens here in this country. Unaona hapa kama kitu kama Tuskys ama Nakumatt, eh? What do they manufacture? But what do they sell? Produced by who? Other people, but they still make a lot of money. And that is what? Distribution. Now look at it this way. And I want to be very, very practical, and I want to simplify this. Nani hapa anatoka hizi sites wanakuza hizi potatoes? Viazi, hizi potatoes, hizi chips. Waru. Maybe Kinango kama Nyahururu. Okay, nani anatoka na huko na amesahau anatoka huko? Okay. So, if you come from those areas, one bucket here, correct, in the shamba right now, is around 100 shillings. The same bucket, hapa Githurai, is 700 shillings. Sasa. So the difference, the price difference from 100 to 700 is how much? 600. Now, so the farmer got 100, and the guys in the distribution chain, the one of the broker, got 600. Now the farmer waited for 3.5 months to pay your 100. Do you remember? The broker, those who got 600 shillings, waited for how many months? In fact, they waited for that one for 30 minutes, and they need 600 shillings. Now remember, ule farmer ndiye akona kibarua kigumu kwa sababu yeye ndiye anakuza waru, yeye ndiye anapiga dawa, yeye ndiye anafanya everything, and in fact yeye ndiye anakuwa watchman hizo waru kwa sababu lazima awachunge CD. Now the broker, those guys in the channel of distribution only made 600 shillings, and they made that money in a matter of minutes. That is how powerful distribution is. Go and book Walmart, Alibaba.com, Amazon. All those guys are companies that are doing huge turnovers, and they want distribution. Go and Google, don't even Google. And here have a taskis. Nani hapa ataingia taskis? Kwa sababu tunataka kupeleka taskis tu saizi uingie saizi, ama Nakumatt, ama whichever supermarket you're talking about. All those guys are in distribution, they make a lot of money. Now, so Space Global is all about what? Distribution. And our distribution model, ni ile tunasema employs technology. And the first distribution item we are involved in is airtime. Zikina mtu hapa kana simu. By any chance kuna mtu hapa kana simu, because if you don't have a phone and you attend any of my meeting, I will make sure that you get a phone. If you don't have a phone, please ignore call. Because I'll give you a phone right now.
Serious?
You don't have a phone. But you are sure? Huh? Okay. You are sure you don't have a phone? Oh, you have? Wow. Sasa uko na nani hana simu apata simu saa hizi haraka? You don't have a phone? It was stolen. Very good, very good. Just do this, Please raise up your right hand. Then put your right hand in your neighbor's pocket. Whatever phone you get here, hiyo ni yako, Okay, good. Now, this is Space Global, and you're saying Space Global is an airtime distribution system that empowers the airtime end user, that is a subscriber, ule kwa nini simu, aikia kwa simu the year 2008. Initially, hii kampuni ilikuwa inajulikana kama Pilar Technologies, ama DIPEK, wengi sana wanaijua kama DIPEK. But right now it is called Space Global, and I'll tell you why. We are dealing in airtime, Orange, Safaricom na Airtel. Space Global, hiyo jina, ni success programs and activities for citizens and government. Okay, now the name change was occasioned by the fact that the company is going across the borders. For young people, wanasemanga kuvuka borders, ndio. And so because it's going across the borders, the word DIPEK is limited. So that is why the name is changing to what? Space Global. The first country, actually the company is going into is Uganda, then Ghana, and then Nigeria. Now, this is a great opportunity in the telecom industry. Now, you need to understand one thing, that telecommunications has a lot of money. And whenever you see some companies doing something, just know there is something. Whenever you see some companies doing something, just know there is something. Have you seen that the company called FCT Bank has gone on to telecommunications? That's right. Now, do you know that Equity is one of the biggest banks in Africa? Okay, do you know that Equity is one of the most profitable banks in Africa? Now, why do you think they are going into Telkom? Because they can spend the money. You're following, So that is how Telkom, how big Telkom is. Now, market size of about 20 million Kenyans have phones, annual airtime usage of over 120 billion, and annual retail business. Please don't confuse this and this is airtime. This retail business, hii mambo ya supermarket, zile vitu unanunuanga, majani chai, I don't know sukari, I don't know unga. That business is what people were calling the retail business, accounts for 900 billion. Now, that 900 billion, 20% of that is controlled by supermarkets, akina Taskis, akina Nakumatt, akina Chini. The 80% is controlled by ule jamaa anakuanga na kiosk hapo nje ya kwako, sio? See, sometimes mahali unaishi kuna jamaa kuna kiosk hapo nje. Yeah? So all those kiosks put together, those are conventional means of distribution, all those ones put together account for around 80% of the retail business, right? Supermarkets account for 20%. So please don't be confused by that, I'll cover that later. But the 120 billion is about airtime. Now, mission, Space Global, to provide a lifetime business opportunity for every individual by providing a continuous monthly residue income for life. That is key, a continuous monthly residue income. Now for people who are here, and some people here are employed. By the way, if you're employed, please watch out to go there. If you're employed, if you're formally employed, whether you're employed by the government or the private sector, doesn't matter, you're just employed. Okay. Not very many. And those people who are in self-employment, that you're in business, you're doing a business. Okay. Very good. Okay. And for those people who don't even know what they do, please ignore okay. Sasa. Now, you see, if you're employed, definitely you get a salary at the end of the month, isn't it? Now, that is not a continuous monthly residue income. You know why? Because your boss can decide to terminate your contract, isn't it? In fact, your boss anaweza kuangalia hivi, akuangalia hivi aseme hii machamba niliona siku hizi imekuwa ya red, sasa tunataka kufanya kazi huko, sio you are scaring customers, sio? Your boss can come up with any reason to fire you, isn't it? Now, for those people who may be employed by the government is more secure because kufutwa kwa government si rahisi, sio? But you can even see government siku hizi si mchezo, kwa sababu tunaona machifu wamefutwa kazi ndio watu kunywa pombe. Yaani imagine wewe ni chief unatafuta watu kazi kwa sababu mtu mwingine amekunywa pombe, na wewe si unakunywa pombe. You're following, yeah? That is how risky some of these things can be, yeah? So now, what I'm saying is that a continuous monthly residue income is what we call passive income. Ni kama ile income that is earned by people who have rental houses. That is now what I mean by monthly residue income that is continuous. Now, vision to be the leading network marketing company globally, providing superior returns higher than any traditional investment. Now remember that even as you're seated here, some people have invested in different avenues in here, and you're making money here. And we're saying that this company wants to give you higher returns than any traditional investment system. Good. Now, the first product, because I'm talking about airtime, and that is phase 1. Phase 2, I'll cover about consumer goods, and phase 3 is about real estate and insurance. So I'll just cover phase 1 and phase 2. Rationale is that the demand of this product about data airtime is quite high. Now, you can also do this business anywhere in this country. But again, in business, there are challenges. And in a business like ours, there are challenges. And these challenges are occasioned by the fact that this is a new system. The modus operandi of this system is quite different from what you're used to. And so, challenges number 1 is that general negative attitude. You see, a human being naturally is a negative person. You know that, eh? But then you know that, eh? A human being ordinarily is a negative, negative being. Okay, now, so for you to be able to turn that attitude, that is a challenge, eh? High levels of mistrust. In this market, you know very well, to the systems in you are calling them pyramid schemes. And how you invest in a pyramid scheme? How are you going to invest? Okay, sasa. Mimi nilikuwa nataka kuinvest pesa nilikosa by that time, eh? So what I mean ningekuwa ugonja wao, but I didn't have money by that time because I was in college, eh? But now, because of that, so people mistrust some of these systems. Again, low knowledge levels, like you used to get pyramid schemes. Now for companies are also scared by our system. You know why? Companies are scared because their employees might quit what they're doing because the returns here sometimes are higher than the traditional model of being employed. And then number two, management strategies under scrutiny. When we go to phase 2 about supermarkets, you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, now opportunities. Number one, over 40 million Kenyans are using some of these products I'm talking about, consumer goods and airtime. Population heavily skewed toward the youth. Remember, in this country, youth remain essential. People who are under 35, right? When they say youth, mean people who are under 35. Even if you look at in this room, utapata people under 35 ni wengi kuliko wengine, si ndio? But if you are above 35, you know mkono. Okay, you can see, you know, wewe hata umeinua mkono. You're serious? You are above 35? Okay. Okay, sasa. That's okay, eh? Okay, so that is it. Now, again, limited employment opportunities. You know, in this country, employment opportunities are community service. I was surprised by the way the other day I hear the judiciary looking for employees, and they wanted 1,000 people. Is it? That is the information I got. Do you know how many applicants they got? 80,000. The following, eh? Now, KPA Mombasa was requiring how many people? 200. 28 people. How many people turned up? 3,000. You can see? You can still see those percentages, eh? Okay. So that is actually what is happening in this country. Now, companies are demanding to sell more. That's number one. Now, decide to diversify product range. And you can see there the opportunity 120 billion on airtime and 900 billion on what? On other goods. Again, the government is looking at this as an opportunity. Why? Desire to support income generating activities and need to grow the economy faster. I have had people say that African economies has a key narrative juu sana, including our own economy. Do you know why our economy is not growing? Can I tell you? You might not like the answer. The reason why the economy is not growing is because your pocket is not growing. The moment your pocket starts growing, then the economy is growing. So the more people make more money, that is citizens, you and me, the more we make more money, the more the government makes more money. That is it. Now, this is what we call the conventional airtime sales flow. And this is how airtime is distributed. And the company is what you're calling the network provider. The company can be Safaricom, can be Airtel, or whichever company it is. And the company will always sell airtime through that channel. That is dealer to the agent to the retailer. And then obviously from the retailer to the customer, and the customer happens to be you and me. So now the retailer here is not a mysterious person. The retailer, you jamana toka na duka, sindio? For example, if you wanted the airtime right now, so then to opportunity after the person you're purchasing from is the retailer who got it from the agent, and the agent definitely got it from the dealer, and the dealer got it from the company. So anytime you're purchasing airtime, hawa watu wako hapo katikati, you can call them brokers if you want, wanakula pesa. And they're getting something from your airtime. Now, what you're saying is this global, we want to change that. We want you as a customer to become a sub-dealer. And as a sub-dealer, hii pesa inabakia pale, now you're able to enjoy 80% of that money, and the 20% goes to this global system. So now, ile pesa utakuwa kulipo kutoka kwa Space Global, si ati ni pesa itakuwa kutoka mahali ile ya mysteriously, no. It is money that ordinarily that goes to the channel of distribution, wewe unagaiwa wapi? Hapa. Because now, as a sub-dealer, wewe ni customer, and you're also a sub-dealer, you're getting airtime through Space Global directly from the service provider, na hiyo pesa inaenda hapo katikati, wewe ndio unagaiwa sasa. The following, eh? And so, as a sub-dealer, you're able to enjoy commissions on airtime. That's number one. But how do you join Space Global? For you to join Space Global, all you have to do is to purchase a starter kit. And this is what I'm calling a starter kit. The starter kit will come with a serial number And this serial number is what will activate your SIM card into our system. Remember, for you to join our system, lazima ukuwe na SIM card ya Orange, Safaricom ama Airtel. That's number one. Number two, obviously, lazima ukuwe na simu na hiyo simu ukuwe na charge. That is basic, sindio? Now, which type of phone do you need to join our system? Any phone. Whether uko na smartphone, sawa. Whether uko na tablet, sawa. You're getting what I say a tablet, eh? I don't want to confuse people, eh? Now, either uko na kulika mwizi, bado ni sawa. As long as uko na simu wewe ni sawa. Now, once you join our system, now you will be enjoying 3 key benefits. Benefit number 1 is that any time you load airtime, into your phone, you'll be earning a commission. That's number 1. Number 2, any time you introduce somebody into this system, huyo mtu umeintroduce akijiunga unalipwa. Number 3, huyo mtu akiload airtime unalipwa, regardless of the fact that akona SIM card Safaricom, Orange ama Airtel. Now for you to understand this very well, I just need 5 people here, 5 young people. 5 young people, in fact tunaanza na wewe. 5 young people, you are kuja hapa. Just come here. Okay. Now, Naomi, you can just pick another person hapa. Just pick somebody who unaona ni kama anaelewa maneno haraka, eh? Yeah. Now, that's up. Just push kidogo hivyo. Your name is okay. Now this is James. James amejiunga na hii biashara. What has he done? He has purchased a starter kit. A starter kit will cost you 4,985. If you are writing, you can write there 5,000 minus 15 bob. Just write there. Eh? Now James amejiunga. Now James kazi yake ni kuintroduce wengine, wakijiunga analipwa na wakiload hata analipwa, sio? So James will go out and introduce Martin. Now if James introduces Martin, James analipwa shilingi 1,000. And anytime James introduces anybody, analipwa 1,000. So James can introduce Martin 1,000. James can introduce me Gideon 1,000. James can introduce Millionaire Happy 1,000. Anybody that introduces me 1,000. Well, see, Martin has the same opportunity like James. Martin can go out and introduce Jeremy. Now, if Martin introduces Jeremy, maybe atalipwa 1,000 Martin. But kumbuka, isipokuwa ni James, Martin hangejua hii biashara, sio? So, James anaongezwa miaka ngapi? 4. And anytime James, Martin introduces anybody, yeye James analipwa miaka ngapi? 4. Asa. Now, Jeremy can go out and introduce Victor. Asa. Now, if Jeremy introduces Victor, nani analipwa 1,000? Jeremy. Obviously, Martin analipwa miaka ngapi? 4. Lakini James hapa ndio baba yangu, ndio mwanzilishi wa hii network. James anaongezwa miaka ngapi? 2. You're following, eh? Good. Now Victor can go out and introduce Kevin. So if Victor introduces Kevin, obviously, Victor analipwa ngapi? 1. Obviously, Jeremy miaka ngapi? 4. Martin 200 na James ambaye ni baba yangu anaongezwa miaka ngapi? Now, if Kevin introduces Millionaire Naomi, who will be paid 1,000? See Kevin. Asa. So, Kevin akiintroduce Millionaire Naomi, Kevin analipwa ngapi? 1. Jeremy Victor miaka ngapi? 4. Jeremy miaka ngapi? 2. Bharti miaka ngapi? 1. Na baba yao hapa James anaongezwa miaka ngapi? Now you notice something, that when I'm referring to ladies, I'm calling them millionaires, but when I'm referring to men, I'm just giving them their names. You're wondering what is happening, eh? It's because naturally, a man is a billionaire. You're following, eh? Well, we are letting me down, but I so if you know, by the way, kuna mzee mmoja alikuwa anafanya interview and akaulizwa, by the way, who made you a multi-millionaire? And the guy looked at the reporter and the guy akatoa machozi. And then akasema passionately, my wife. You see, the reporter was surprised. The reporter had interviewed so many multi-millionaires na hajaisikia mtu yoyote akicredit kwa yeye ni billionaire through the wife. And so akauliza, by the way, how did your wife make you a millionaire? The mzee akasema, just ask me what I was before I became a millionaire. And so the reporter asked, okay, just tell us what were you before you became a millionaire. And the mzee looked at the reporter akamwambia, I was a billionaire. You follow me? You have missed it, eh? Some of you are slow. But if you make a listen and you don't know, you follow it, eh? Okay. Oh, ladies on the kata, eh? Okay, good. Forget about that, eh? So this is what is happening, eh? Okay. Don't worry, eh? Everything is covered, eh? Now, good. So now, umeona vizuri sana that when James introduces Martin analipwa 1,000 na Martin anajulikana kama first generation ya James. When Martin introduces Jeremy, Jeremy becomes first generation to Martin, but to James who is second generation. Meaning Victor is first generation to James, Kevin ni the fourth, and Millionaire Naomi ni fifth. In fact, James hapa atalipwa shilingi 100 from the 4th generation all the way to the 10th generation. And then generation ya 11 all the way to the 18th generation. Atalipwa shilingi ngapi? 50. Please begin ya watu makofi. Okay. Now what I've just shown you is what we call referral bonus, ama activation bonus, ama mobilization bonus. And this is actually the tabulation of what I've just explained here. Now, if you join this business, sasa wewe uko pale, wewe ndio you. If you join this business and then we introduce watu 5, remember, these 5 people you can introduce more if you want. You can introduce 10, 15, 20, whichever number, sure. But now we are assuming you introduce 5. And your 5 people introduce 5 each. Let's see what will happen. Now look at it this way. If today you have 5 kids, watoto ngapi? 5. Alafu hawa watoto waite mkutano wote uambie, unajua nyinyi lazima mkue kama baba yenu. Nyinyi kila mtu apate watoto ngapi? 5. Si unajua second generation wako na 25. Alafu because hautakuwa umeenda, uambie wajukuu wako wote. Uambie hapa kuna mchoro yuko hapa. Kila mtu azae watoto ngapi? 5. You're getting it? You know when generation zako zinakuwa mingi sana, yani watu kwa familia yako, you're following, eh? Now the only challenge is that with that model, wengine wanaweza kataa kwa sababu wao utalipia watoto school fees ndio. But in our business here, hapa hakuna mambo ya family planning. Sasa watu wanazaa ndio wanataka okay, by kuzaa na maanisha kuintroduce, because the more you introduce more people, the more you take more money. I've seen people in this business, when they join, the first month they introduce 50 people directly. I've seen others, the first day introducing 10 people. So it depends on how you want to do it. So if you introduce 5 people, how watu 5 waleta watu 5, let's put in the money. You see, watu 5, kila mtu analipwa 1,000, that gives you what, 5,000. That's pretty simple. If you introduce 7 people, then itakuwa 7,000. If you introduce 50 people, obviously it will be 50,000. Now, the 5 guys, introducing 5 each, the second generation, you're talking about 25 guys, kila mtu analipwa shilingi 400, that gives you 10,000. Now, the 25, introducing 5 each, kila mtu wanaleta watu 5, that generation, uko na 125, kila mtu analipwa shilingi 200, that gives you what, 25,000. Now, the 125, introducing 5 each, is 625, kila mtu analipwa shilingi 100, that gives you 62,500. Mind you, this is the most important part of this presentation. In fact, hizo maneno zingine zote hata unaweza sahau, lakini hapo usisahau, because these are the needs. Now, the 625, and before I go to the 625, I would want to, before I go to the 125, I would want to see any person here who has hit 625 and above. If you're in this room and in this business, or if you share 625 kuendelea, please just stand up. I can see MG also there. If you're past 625, just stand up. People are still even standing up. What is happening? Oh, haukuelewa. Nasema mtu ako na team size ya 625 kuendelea. Hata ukiwa na 10,000 ni sawa tu, utainuka because ni 625 and above. Okay. Hiyo ndio watu wanafuata. Now, the reason why I wanted these people to stand, I just wanted to understand that hitting 625 and above, the people who did it are just people like you. You follow? That is what I wanted you to understand. And I even wanted you to see that some of these people, you're even more learned than them. Because you can be there, na ule amesimama na unaona huyu wewe umesoma kuliko, lakini you're getting it. That is what I wanted you to understand. Good. Now, the 625 introducing 5 is that gives you 3125. Kila mtu unalipwa shilingi 100, and that gives you 312,500. Now, if your team size is more than 1,000, please stand up. More than 1,000. Past that level. Okay. Sasa. Now, the 3125 introducing 5 is, that is 15,625. Kila mtu nalipwa shilingi 100, that gives you 1.5 million. Now, remember, by the time you're hitting that level, that is 1.5 million, it means your team size is around 15,000 kuendelea. So if you have a team size of 15,000 kuendelea, please stand. Lakini jua kama unaona sijakaa chini, kwani wewe unafikiria mimi niko wapi? But me, my team size is not big. I will give you my phone here. It's just more than 41,000. No, you're not following. I'm talking about 41, but okay. Else, I'm right now. Oh, okay. Which constituency? Amukunji. MB wengi walikuwa nakula ngapi? Amefikisha 40,000. Good. Unaona kama mimi ni mheshimiwa kivyangu. So all I'm saying is that there are so many people in these levels. So when I'm giving you these figures, don't think it's just theory. That's right. And in fact, before the level, Madam Masi, I have seen you standing up, Millionaire Masi. Please tell us your team size. Please tell us your team size.
Hello.
Your voice is too soft, Yeah. Please look at that. Lakini anaogopa, because you know for security purposes, unajua. Please, hawa wote wamekaa hapa karibu na ni max, but if anything happens to you, okay. Now, our team size is not big, it's just 45,000.
Yes.
So when I give you these figures, I know exactly what I'm talking about, because not one, not two, but several people have hit those levels. Some of them are not in this room. There is another one who is past 50,000. Aside. And they are people just like you and me. And to make matters worse, you are more learned than them. The following, eh? Good. Now, the 15,625 introducing 580, 78,125, kila mtu nalipo shilingi 100, that gives you 7.8 billion. Obviously, at that level, mambo sasa inaweza kubadilika kwa maisha yako. You can see that, eh? You're following, eh? Hata sasa unaweza kupata pale nyingine haukuwa na budgeting, eh? Okay, for example, tunaona mtu mwingine anafika hiyo level, ameanza kuvaa miwani na rangi miwani. You're getting, eh? Unajua pesa nayo. You're following, eh? Okay, so it depends, eh? And the 78,125 introducing 5 each, that is 396.25. Kila mtu nalipo shilingi 100, that gives you 39 million. Put that income together is 48.8 billion. Now, in this business, if you're able to achieve this, that is 5 people introducing monthly basis in your team, then this would happen in 8 months. So in 8 months, you are at 48.8 million. Now, we have said, forget about 8 months, do it in 2 years. Is it still good money?
Yes.
Forget about 2 years, do it in 5 years. Is it still good money?
Yes.
Now forget about 5 years, do it in 10 years. Are you still ahead of the game?
Yes.
Okay. Can I tell you something? There are some people in this country who make 48 million in a month. You know that?
Yes.
There are people in this country who make 48.8 million in a year. But I have news for you. Write it down. 60% of our population will die without accumulating 48 million in their entire lifetime. That huyu mtu kutoka Zambia ameweza kutafuta pesa mpaka siku ile ataenda in his entire lifetime hatakuwa ameaccumulate 48 million. So if I show you a business that will put 48 million even in 2-3 years in your pocket, that is a good business by any standards. You get it?
Yes.
Now, remember, is this the only business you can do to make 48 million? No. Is this the only business you can start with 5,000 and make 48 million? Yes. The following, eh? Now, this money umelipwa kwa sababu watu wamejiunga kwa timu yako. Remember, our core business is distribution. Airtime distribution and distribution of consumer goods. So, how watu wote wakiload airtime, kuna pesa ingine utakuwa ukiongezewa. Now, this money will pay because of building the team. But when these people load airtime, you are making more money. Remember that hii pesa ya registration you are paid on a weekly basis. That is why sometimes we call it weekly bonus. Why? Because on a weekly basis. Now, when these people load airtime, kuna pesa unalipwa ya airtime. And that is what we call airtime bonus ama monthly airtime commission. For airtime, 2 things must happen. Number 1, you must load a minimum of 500 shillings worth of airtime per month. So once you join this business, please wewe jikakamue kila mwezi unaweka miaka 5. Number 2, you need to load that airtime through MobiCash. What is MobiCash? MobiCash is a money transfer system just like M-Pesa. The only difference between MobiCash and M-Pesa is this. MobiCash works across all networks. If you want to see whether you have MobiCash in your phone, please toa simu yako. Toa simu yako. Ikiwa huna simu, nyang'anya lipa yako. Now, simu yoyote tu, whether ni smartphone ama ni tablet, as long as kuna SIM card, no problem. Ikiwa ni kulikamui, still okay. Now, hiyo simu yako finya *365#. Now, if you are registered for MobiCash, it will give you, depending whether you are registered or not, the party information about it. If you are registered, itakwambia uweke PIN yako, si ndio? Once you put your PIN, it will give you a menu that looks like kama ile ya nini ya M-Pesa. If you are not registered, itakwambia aje? Yeah?
Welcome to MobiCash.
Okay, yeah. Jambo inatoa na Kiswahili kwa nini? Okay, sasa. Okay. Yes? You know, what is it saying?
Yeah, and that
Okay. Okay, sasa ninakwambia weka ID number ndio ufanye nini? Registration. Now, if you're not registered itakwambia, if you're registered itakupatia menu kama ile nini ya pesa. So what am I saying? I'm saying that you have more cash in your phone. It's only that maybe hujaactivate. Remember, whether uko na SIM card ya Safaricom, Airtel, hiyo maneno yote itatokea tu hivi uone imetokea. Now, you'll be loading airtime through mobile cash, that's number one, and you do a minimum of 500 shillings per month. Remember, the 500, you can do it in bits, 20 bob, 50 bob, as long as you relate in bits, you are loading more than 500 per month, and a minimum 500. Now, if people in your team were to load the basic minimum of 500, this is what would happen. And before I give you this example, you need to understand that the average Kenyan loads 50 bob a day. Now, there are people who load 200, 300 a day, but not very many. But the average Kenyan loads 50 bob a day. Because, for example, Martin, how much can you load per day? 50. Okay. Ma'am, how much can you load per day? 100. So you see, now if you load 50 bob a day, it is roughly 1,500 shillings per month. So the minimum of 500 is not a big deal for most people. Mind you, even if you are to load only 30 bob a day, you will be at 600 per month. Good. So now, assuming everybody is loading 500, commission is going to be 4.25 shillings. Why? You are paying 0.17% of airtime loaded. 0.17% of 500 is 85 cents. Multiply that by 5 people, that gives you 4 shillings and 25 cents. If people in your team load more than 500, the better for you. Because the more they load more airtime, the better for you, because you get a higher commission. Now, second generation, 21 shillings and 25 cents. Third generation, 106.25. Fourth generation, there are 531.25. Generation, channel, 2,656.25. Here generation ingine you are 13,281.25. Generation ya saba you are at what? 66,406.25. Generation ya nane uko na 332,031.25. Put that income together is more than 415,000. Why are you making this money? Because people are loading airtime. Now, remember, people normally ask me a very, very good question. And the question normally is, this business, does it have an expiry date? That is, can you do this business? And then maybe after 1 year, 2 years, the business is no more. And the answer is yes. And the next question would be, when is the business coming to an end? Write it down. I'm going to give you the expiry date of the business. Write it down. You can even write it on your phone. It's no problem. This business is coming to an end. Siku ile wewe utasikia magazeti na maredio zimetangaza that Kenya hakuna kutumia simu tena, ujue biashara imeisha. Sasa we've got an answer. Good. Now, number 2. People normally ask me, hii pesa inalipwa lini? Hii pesa inalipwa on a monthly basis. Kulingana vile watu wameload nini? Airtime. The more people load more airtime, the better for you. Okay. Number 3. What happens when it comes to taxation? Now, this business, once you join, whatever money is sent to your phone, that is what we call net income. If you're earning less than 24,000, then utalipo pesa yote. If you're earning more than 24,000, utakuwa 5% withholding tax. So whatever money you are sent by Space Global, that is net income. Well, forget about taxation. Sasa. Because if you're earning more than 24,000, the company has already deducted the 5% and given it to the government, is it? So whatever you earn from this business is net income. Wewe kazi yako ni withdraw ile pesa na kutumia. Hakuna mambo ya nini? You are following, yeah? Good. And number 4, the question has always been, if you are postpaid, what happens? Now, because Martin, I can see you writing so much. James, kuja hivi. You're an example now. Just come, James. Just come. By the way, James, umefikisha quality ya skoli? Hapa 18 umefikisha? 18 umefikisha? Okay. Sawa sawa. Pigeni James kwa coffee. You know, this is a young man who is below 20, most likely 18, hata kitambulisho maybe ama kitambulisho kuna. Yuko hapa hapo umesahau. Not a police officer, so I'm not interested in the ID. But the point is, this is a young man who wants to understand this system because he wants to start making money. Let me be here in Japan for just imagine this person, maybe they are Form 4. I don't even know you, James, but maybe they are Form 4 service. But he wants to understand a system that he can start making money. If you are a parent, by the way, you should be clapping for this guy. Because most of our youths are busy complaining about I don't know what, about the economy, they even blaming the parent, they even blaming the uncle, they even blaming the I don't know, the governor. This young man wants to understand this system so that he can start making money. And when I see these young people doing some of these things, by the way, I'm really inspired. Because me, I'm telling you, I'm an engineer by profession, but I've never been employed. And I started network marketing when I was in the university. So, by the time I was finishing, the time in Nimaliza to him, I was earning more money than the lecturer. If you are a lecturer here, apologies to you, apologies. Because if you could make net income 90,000 by then, 90,000, yes, you're ahead of the game, isn't it? Why a lecturer was not making 90,000 net income? You follow? So now, this young person here, I wanted to do an example. Because I was sorry in the house for example. I couldn't push it as well to now, the issue is that when I see these young people doing some of these things, you can see our country is having a better future. See, yeah. Because if our youth pushing out the complaint, the government, the parent, the nanny, some of them are even blaming the uncle, I don't know whoever. It should stop. Okay, now I was saying about postpaid. Now, assuming I'm on postpaid and I'm in this business, a person who is on postpaid does not load their rent. But our system requires you to load a minimum of 500 for you to qualify for payment. So who you are postpaid, always load to your airtime and 100 for single because that is wasting money, isn't it? So into a postpaid, we tell you, if I'm on postpaid, I can load that airtime directly to another person's line. So I can load the airtime in the channel for James, then James and the material in the channel, then Billy will qualify for payment. Because the system in Angalia airtime in the system does not care where the airtime goes to. Mahali airtime in kutoka ni inaweza. So you can do that. You can, in fact, ukienda nyumbani and in this business, landlord hapo hivi. Naambia landlord, acha nipokee airtime ile kaka. Bado unafurahi kwa hiyo hujaipatia ile ni ya bure, ndio? Hatuna kukumbusha, lakini nataka hiyo pesa kwa rent. Yeah? Kuna kitu ya bure. So hata ndio asante sana James, Okay. So that is what happens when it comes now, if, for example, if you're postpaid. Now, your monthly airtime commission and you're paid because people are loading airtime. Now, question, when will people stop loading airtime? Okay. Now, register for Mobi Cash and start loading your airtime through Mobi Cash. Now, you get other, from that package, you also get a software to link your line to others. You get a website to track your business. Now, this website shows you how your business is faring. So, here website to and then you get a detailed business manual, your space global, your eco hapa, manual, for information kuhusu nini biashara. Now, all that will cost you $49.85. Now, remember I said that our core business is distribution. And so, The next phase will be covered by our managing director, and he'll go deeper into that. And so, what I need you to understand is that the same people, and this is phase 2 now, these same people who have joined your team, hawa watu wako team yako, anytime now they purchase a product from a Space Global supermarket, now you will be earning a commission. You see, people are not getting and you're making money. Now, in this room, what we do wakitoka hapa, they'll go into a supermarket, whichever supermarket that is, and they'll purchase whatever they want, unga, sukari, mkate, and all those things. Now, when they purchase those things from a Space Global supermarket, utakuwa ukilipa nini? Commission. Now, a time is coming whereby ukiingia supermarket ya Space Global, and assuming just Martin, assuming Martin is in my team, na ameingia supermarket ya Space Global, zitanunua mkate, maziwa, unga, and all those things, I'm earning a commission. So, kama endemand hivi, I can be going to a Space Global supermarket, not to purchase anything, but to encourage people to buy. You follow me? Because you see, Martin nikiona hapa amechukua mkate moja na kubudu, unajua Martin, kuna mkate mbili inakuwa vizuri sana, especially you follow you, because the more he purchases, the more I make more. Hata watoto wakirudi shule, kama watu wa high school, tunawafanya hizi shopping wananua, ukiona kwanza jamaa anachukua hii baso, unawaambia wewe kwanza siku hizi uanze kuoga na kisha, kwa sababu the more they purchase, the more you make more. You're following, That is it, Asante sana Martin, That is what I'm saying. And people, hizo consumer products, watu wanatumia sana. I was surprised, and you will see an example here. Our managing director will show you how much people will be making, how much money people will be making once they purchase a dollar mkate and all that. And there's an example there. Assuming kila mtu anunue maziwa na mkate, maziwa moja na mkate moja na sukari kilo moja per month, how much will you earn? Which is more than 50,000. You see? Now question. Hapa ni watu wangapi wanakunywa maziwa tu moja kwa siku? Families. See, families mingi zinakunywa maziwa mbili kuendelea. I was surprised, neighbor yetu, when I was living, nilikuwa naishi kwetu, I was surprised neighbor yetu alikuwa ananunua mikate ngapi? Lakini huyu neighbor akona watoto ngapi? Sasa I asked the first one, by the way, kwa nini mtanunua mikate bila? Mimi nataka tu kwa wawili tu na mama yenu na baba yenu. Akaniambia bwana, unajua mkate moja ni yangu na hii half ndio baba. Then my mother and dad wanaona hii. So hivi hapo kwanza hivi kwa nikirejea sana watu wako na vijana. Kwa sababu kuinua chuma, because wanakula sana you're getting that. Okay. The issue is that people when they consume hizi vitu sana, and in a model like this one, you're making more money. And that brings me to the last point of my presentation. And this is what I just tell you. And this is a question I'll ask you, and it's a very simple question. You don't even need to be a high school dropout to understand this question. It's a very simple question. The question is, all the things I've talked about here about distribution are things you normally do, the airtime and the consumer products. Now, this system is telling you that purchase the same products, earn money, and introduce other people to the same concept. When they purchase your earning, see, this is not rocket science, is it? It's very simple. You see, even if you're a high school dropout, you will understand this, that people are purchasing these products and are making what? Money. As simple as that. And that is why 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you will see some people will be making 500,000, 600,000, 1 million shillings a month. And then, hawana direct of building a kubwa, hapana. Kazi yao ni kuingia kwa supermarket ya Space Global na ku-encourage watu waendelee kununua. Okay, because that is it. Kazi yao ni kuona mtu na simu na wanamwencourage endelee kuongea and you're making more. It's as simple as that. Now, if you have any question pertaining to the first phase here, airtime, please ask. I'll only take two questions. This is a good sign that hakuna mtu akona swali, because number one, ukiona watu wamekuna maswali wameelewa kila kitu, ama hakuna kitu wameelewa hata wanashindwa kuuliza nini na kwa kitu wanafanya nini hapa. Okay, let's ask.
Okay, my name is Gertrude, and I've got friends who are being given credit by the company, and they are on postpaid, and they would like to join the DIPEK. So they were asking me if there is a way we can assist them.
Okay, sawa. You have the question, eh? He has friends who are postpaid. Na hii pesa wanaekewa na nani? Na kampuni. This is what we need to understand. This is very important. In our system, you load airtime, you make money. You introduce other people, they load airtime, you make money. When do you make more money? From your own airtime, other people's airtime. Other people's? Look at this, my sister. Uko na hoteli saa hizi. Hiyo ndio ndio matazi achana. Watu wakikuja kununua unapata pesa. Lakini wewe uwapime usiku unakunywa chai na mandazi kwa hoteli yako. Utafunga hoteli? Will you close down? Utaenda tu kwa hoteli nyingine unanunua kwa sababu uko na pesa. Other people are buying from your hotel and you're making what? So now your friends, this is what they do. They introduce other people. Then they continue enjoying the airtime from the company because they cannot tell the company that they don't want airtime now, is it? They continue enjoying that. But now they introduce other people, and these people, when they're only airtime, they're making. You got that, eh? Good. Asante sana kwa kuelewa. Kwa sababu Wakenya wengine hata wanataka kuelewa, si ndio? Pigia ndio madama kwa hiyo. Last question. Now, ladies, ndio wanauliza maswali.
And I, as well, join with more than my SIM card, like 2 or more.
Okay, sasa. So then assuming uko na SIM card ya Airtel na Safaricom na Orange, si ndio? Na unataka SIM card zote zikiwe kwa nini? Kwa system. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Unaweza register more than one SIM card. Sasa hata unaweza register lakini usika sema. Hiyo italeta conflict kwa familia, eh? Yeah. Hiyo unaweza register kwa yako, lakini usimwambie kuna pesa inaingia. Okay, no, hata na hiyo. That is not good, eh? Wewe ukiregister hata hiyo ni bwana yako, unamwambia what is happening, ndio kuna pesa inaingia, anajua ni you are getting, eh? Good. It is very good to be transparent, eh? Especially in the 21st century. It is very good to be transparent, especially again when it comes to money. You know that, eh? Very good. So you can register video and more than 1 year. And this is a point I want you to understand. Once you join this business, it is good to register your husband and your wife. You know why? Okay. I mean, if I do this example with you, is okay. Just come, eh? But this is purposes, for example, don't read anything at the beginning. Assuming Pamela is my wife. You are getting, eh? Yeah, just Pamela is my mom. So, okay. Now, assuming she is my wife. So now, when I come to join space, I register. And then, I register my wife. And because to go join it, when I go to introduce other people, I let my wife register them. Because my wife will earn 1,000 and me I'll earn 4. You can see that. Sasa sisi wote tunaenda nini? Vizuri, si ndio? Yeah. But again, don't register your girlfriend. Because Joshua anaweza potea. You get it? Okay. No, your wife is okay, eh? It depends on vile mnapelekana. No. For this. Okay. So you're getting it? Here the Pamela Makobi, eh? And I've seen some people who have registered that way, the spouses, they do very well in this business. Unajua pia pale nyumbani na mnapelekana njia moja, you succeed more. You know that?
Yes.
Yeah? Kuliko uende na huku na uende na huku unapata okay, sawa sawa. But that is the long and short of this business. That will be the last question. Yes.
The answer to that thing, because I understand when you don't load credit for 3 months, you're disconnected. Yeah.
Okay. That's up. Remember, my friend, before that, I had said what people in prosperity can do. You remember? And nikasema, unaweza load airtime directly to another person's line, and when you can qualify. Look at it this way. See, I'm in this business. If I load airtime right now with your phone, guess who will be paying the commission? Me. Because the system apportions commission to the line that bought the airtime. You're following? You're getting it? So money is airtime imetoka, hiyo line inalipwa nini? Commission. Na ndio nikasema, ukiwa uko postpaid, loadia mtu mwingine, hata loadia bibi yako, hata loadia landlord yako, whoever it is, load kwa hiyo simu yako, wewe unalipwa nini? Commission. Sasa, yeah. So you must load the 500, but because you're postpaid, you can't load to your phone. You load to another person's line. By the way, some people on postpaid load to their phone and use that airtime for internet or data, sindio? But because not everybody wants to use data, you're not going to load mtu mwingine. But some people don't even load to other people. They just take the airtime. In fact, most people load 1,000. They convert that to unlimited. If you're kama Safaricom or Orange, monthly unlimited, sindio? 1,000 monthly unlimited, sindio? Wanaload hiyo, wanaconvert kwa nini? Kwa internet. Na system ya space, inawalipa nini? Commission. Umeelewa? Very good. Hebu pigeni ladies makofi. Unajua ladies wanaelewa mambo haraka sana. Very good. So up to that point, I would like to invite the next speaker who will take you through phase 2. And phase 2 is about the retail business. And actually the person I'm going to invite is actually the person behind everything I've just introduced to you. He is the managing director of Space Global Limited. And ni mtu amefanya mambo mingi sana hapa Kenya, hapa Kenya. By the way, I have gone to a place he is doing farming there. See farming here to the family to go and no, that is not what I'm talking about there. And he is farming trees, meat. And he was telling me, by the way, 20-25 years from now, he was calculating for me how much that trees will be producing. It is in millions of shillings, Okay, 3-digit millions. Let's get the figure right there. And I was looking at it. Do you know that most people in this country don't think that far? In fact, most people don't next year. You know that? And he is talking about 20-25 years from now. In fact, he has even bananas, and those bananas, he is able to monitor the production from a tablet akiwa Nairobi. Bora ni mtu anaelewa mambo ya technology. Just imagine, banana iko kwa huko inakuwa, lakini yeye anaweza monitor hiyo banana na tablet. Na basi unamwonaka saa zote na tablet. Sio hiyo tablet ni ya kupiga picha, no. Ni ya kumonitor vitu kama hizo bananas. Unachora ukichukua banana unakula tu. Lakini yeye anamonitor kwa tablet. Ndio fanya hiyo. You know wewe uko na tablet lakini ya kupiga maselfie huko Nairobi. No, yake ni ya kumonitor makazi kama hii. Please help me welcome the managing director of Space Global Limited.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Please let's give Millionaire Gideon a big clap. Proper clap. Millionaire Gideon is a young man, but he has done more things than I've done. Number one, he has never been employed. Me, I have always been what? Employed. You know, it takes courage for you to say, I have my qualifications, lakini I will not be employed. I'll make sure I do my own business, isn't it? Now, I want to thank everybody. Wageni, your welcome number, wageni. I want to thank everybody for being attentive. Space is going places, and I'm honest, we are going places, and you need to understand the business very well. A lot of people are missing to register others because they can't explain it properly and they don't know what is going on. So if you may feel exhausted, I would always want to encourage you to stand kidogo and stretch. But now we will do it together. We will do it how? Together. So let us start. Let us stand wherever you are, and then reach for the sky. Reach for the sky. With both hands as high as you can get. Stretch. Because I'm going to take you through a very good session. Yeah? And then give the person next to you a high five. High five. High five. Hand on the left and then the hand on the right. Hand on the back. Both ears. Okay, asanteni sana. Sasa, I want to go to part 2, but I will go through it very fast because right next to me, you can see there is something here called the sanitary tower. Yeah, perfection 8. Unajua sanitary tower ni nini? Wanaume mnajua? Wanawake mnajua? Super. You know the men are saying, they don't want to accept. Please, if you're a true man, say yes. Like the sanitary tower? Yes. Super. Now, they are very important. And we're going to cover that and how they're going to make you money. Are we together? And they're going to make you money whether you are a man or you are a woman. Whether you are a lady or you are a gentleman. I don't know how to put it. Yes? It is going to make you money. The principle is this. 20 years ago,